So yeah, more about my thoughts on narcissistic abuse. Like, in my life, this dates back to when I was about 19, and I remember at the time and for a considerable time after, I kind of believed that I was experiencing like schizophrenia, like I was hearing voices, and I believed that it was like a mental illness, like I was delusional, and only years and years later I come up with a new theory, and yeah, that it's basically like this narcissistic demon is this is like it's like a spiritual attack. This isn't, I find that the gang stalking is so organized, and it's so, the collaboration, the people that are involved in it, they all sort of embody the same body language. They do the same, you know, mannerisms, and it's the same theme. Like, even if these people were collaborating, let's say through WhatsApp or some sort of messaging platform where they were able to communicate with each other, number one, I don't believe that anyone, unless they were paid lots of money, they'd have to be paid lots of money, which, let's face it, that's not impossible if there were like, if there were like high level people that were wanting to, you know, mess with your mind. It wouldn't be impossible. These sort of money, that sort of, these people can magic up trillions of pounds, and they could quite easily bribe off entire towns and cities. It's not, that's not difficult. But the difficult thing would be organising people's thoughts, and you know, it would have to, the way that it's platformed, or the way that it's acted out. It's like, this is this has to be that these people are being used as pawns, like on a spiritual level. Like, these people are like, I don't know what you want to say, like, not avatars, maybe avatars, but so the basically the because these are like low vibrational people, and they're not very self-aware. These sort of entities or forces can more or less take over. So this is more like, this is happening on like a spiritual level. This is like off-world. This is not something that these people are. And this is why they quite often see themselves as victims. Like, the people who perpetrate like narcissistic abuse strategies, gang stalking, like, they believe that they're the victim. So when they're acting out against you, it's like, if you try and have a conversation with them, they're not capable of it. They're not really even aware of what you're talking about. And I've done this lots of times where I've confronted people, and they're in complete denial that anything you're saying is true. Which, I don't know if that's true or not. Whether they're just like pathological liars, and they're just like, well, I'm not going to admit any guilt, so I just like, no, I don't know what you're saying, but they're lying. Or it may be, maybe they're not even aware of it. Maybe, there is that. That's why it comes into like the schizophrenia thing. Like, am I completely delusional? Am I imagining gang stalking is even is this happening? But then, like, over a course of years and years, and then, just learning from other people, learning from what other people are talking about. It's like, no, we wrestle not with, flesh and blood, but with principalities. And I know I butchered that quote, but no, I think it's an important thing, because there's no way, unless these people were like genius level and they were able to organise it. Like, if you even think of like like an episode of The Sopranos, like the amount of organisation it takes just to get everyone to read the right lines at the right time or whatever. Imagine if you've got like a town full of people, and they're all like, instantaneously when you appear, they've got to have this exact mannerism, this exact phrase, and they're going to remember it every time they see you. Like, a lot of these people don't really even know who you are. So how would they know? You know what I mean? So it has to be that these people are like taken over, like their bodies are being used, like they're being possessed, which is disturbing on one level, but it's like at least that makes more sense than just I'm completely delusional and mad, and that it's like, you know, that kind of make I feel a bit happier knowing that. Do you know what I mean? That there's not, maybe these people aren't. It's nothing to do with these people per se, but other than the fact that they're living their lives in a way where that's possible, where it's possible for them to be taken over because they're not living their lives in a way where they're self-aware to the level where they wouldn't allow a demon to possess them. And there's some comfort in that. Um, and yeah, that's my thought for now.